Hi everyone. Thanks for joining us for this webinar, Getting Started with Mailchimp, New User Orientation. My name's Kayla, and along with my teammate Nicole, we'll be your host for today.
Hi everyone. During this era of social distancing, we know how important it is for businesses to have a digital presence to connect with their customers. And everyone here at Mailchimp is currently working from home, Kayla and I included. So just a heads up, you might hear a dog barking or some ambient noise. We really appreciate your understanding and patience while we do our best to figure out this new setup. Let's take a look at our learning journey for this orientation. In this tutorial, we're going to start by reviewing a few slides. Getting familiar with these terms will provide more context for Mailchimp's power as an all-in-one platform.
We'll then head into the app to give you a tour so that you can understand where features are located. We'll also highlight some account and profile settings that are critical to set up before you send your first campaign. Then, we'll provide a brief introduction of key Mailchimp features, such as the audience dashboard, templates, and campaigns.
Lastly, we'll wrap up with an overview of our free guides and resources, which you can find in the app and on our website. And today is an orientation, so we'll be providing more of an overview as opposed to showing you how to create templates or campaigns. If you're interested, we do have tutorials on all of those topics available as well.
If you're in need of any technical assistance during this tutorial, you can check out our guides and tutorials at mailchimp.com/help. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and kick off on our learning journey by walking through a few slides to get familiar with Mailchimp as a marketing platform.
Our email marketing tool has helped millions of businesses grow, but our customers have been asking for years for something that would enable them to do all of their marketing in one place.
We want to make sure that you get a better understanding of what all-in-one means when it comes to what features Mailchimp offers towards helping you meet your marketing needs. So let's go ahead and check out a high-level breakdown of the Mailchimp platform before we open up our own Mailchimp account to walk through that.
There are four major components of customer need when it comes to marketing: audience, brand, campaigns, and insights. So first, start with your audience. The more you know about your people, the smarter you can be with your marketing. With all of your audience data in one place, you can create the content they'll enjoy most. Next, build your brand. Our helpful design tools make it easy to look like the business you want to be. Keep all of your assets in one place so you can show your business in the best light across channels.
You'll then want to create campaigns that stand out. We make it easy to build, launch, and measure campaigns across different channels. And with our marketing CRM guiding your targeting, you can be sure that you're sending the right message to the right people at the right time. Mailchimp will also help you get smarter as you go with insights about your activity. We analyze your audience engagement to help you market smarter with each campaign. Get help from real-time reports, built-in analytics tools, and personalized recommendations on what to do next.
The Mailchimp platform is made up of different sets of features that support each one of the key marketing needs for our customers. As you can see on this slide, Mailchimp supports your audience management needs with marketing CRM functionality, an audience dashboard, as well as tags and segments.
The Content Studio and templates will help you meet key brand management needs, and regular email and automations are two of the most popular campaign types for reaching your audience.
Making use of the reports, analytics, and integrations that Mailchimp offers puts powerful insights at the click of a button. So let's break down different aspects of managing your audience in Mailchimp. First up, marketing CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. A CRM can help you create audience segments that target specific groups of customers based on their interests, demographics, behavior, and more. That way, you can communicate with your entire audience while still making your marketing unique for every customer. Next up, Audience Dashboard. Your Audience Dashboard highlights valuable details about your contacts, but it isn't just about gaining insight. All of the information on the Audience Dashboard is clickable. You can instantly launch campaigns for specific sets of contacts.
Then you have tags, groups, and segments. Tags are insights about your audience that you add to Mailchimp. These are customizable labels that you'll create for your contacts based on information outside of what Mailchimp already collects. Tags are for internal organization, so you can keep track of things that help you market, like who volunteers to help out at your events or who your media contacts are. Then groups function like categories in Mailchimp and are an excellent way to manage diverse contacts in the same Mailchimp audience.
Unlike tags, groups are meant to be contact facing, so you can collect information based on what your contacts tell you about themselves or their preferences. Most often, you would include groups on your sign-up form or update preferences form so that subscribers could self-select into a group.
And finally, segments are used to create target audiences based on shared data. When you create a segment, you'll set conditions to filter contacts based on the information that's available in your audience. So you can use data from groups and tags as a filter for segmentation.
Mailchimp has a few tools to help you with your brand management. The Content Studio organizes your images, documents, and other files in Mailchimp. Use it to easily store and share content with your audience.
And then there's templates. Mailchimp provides different customizable templates to help you create the right look for your email marketing. Our template builder makes it easy to add your logo and pick different colors and fonts so that you can create a reusable template for your future email campaigns. These brand management tools, like the Content Studio and templates, will help you to create campaigns within Mailchimp.
A campaign is a marketing message that you share through email or ads. And there are a variety of campaign types to choose from. Most people start with a regular email campaign, which is a bulk email sent to many contacts at once. When you create a regular email campaign in Mailchimp, you'll use a checklist-style campaign builder to add recipients, choose your settings, and design your content. Then there's automations. Mailchimp's automation feature allows you to create targeted emails that send when triggered by a specific date, event, or contact's activity.
There are even more campaign options in Mailchimp that we'll explore in other webinars. But for now, regular email and automation campaigns are a foundational place to start in Mailchimp.
Mailchimp has tools to help you get deeper insights about your audience and how to best reach them. We're going to talk through them now.
First, reports and analytics, which help you to keep tabs on all of your marketing campaigns. We'll give you real-time stats at a glance so that you can quickly identify what's working and then make smart decisions about where to put your marketing budget.
With integrations, you can combine Mailchimp with the other apps and tools you already use, and this yields even more insight into your audience and the success of your marketing efforts. Connect all of the data pieces to unlock more features and get more sophisticated insights. So now, coming back to our learning journey, we're going to head into the Mailchimp app. And the first page that you see here when you log in is the Audiences page. Across the top navigation bar, you'll see key Mailchimp features: Create, Campaigns, Automate, Audience, Brand, and Reports. You might also see a tab for Clients here if you manage Mailchimp accounts for other brands. This navigation bar will help you quickly move around in the Mailchimp platform as you tackle various tasks.
Before we show you where to find some of the features that we talked about earlier, first we want to point out a few account and profile settings that are critical to successful use of Mailchimp as a tool. Let's go ahead and get into some of the basics of setting up and personalizing your own Mailchimp account. To find our way there, let's go ahead and select the drop-down menu at the far right where our profile name is. And from this, we'll choose Account. Your account uses settings to manage things like your time zone, currency, company information, notifications, and more. This default information affects what you see and do in your account, from sending campaigns to billing. And from these various account tabs here, you'll be able to manage all of this information.
On this overview page, you'll be able to see which type of plan your account is on and gather more insight into any account issues that come up, specifically any that might be related to billing or compliance. And just a note, the account we're using here is a premium plan Mailchimp account. If you're seeing something slightly different, it's mostly because you're on a different plan type. If you have any questions about the differences in our plans, you can visit mailchimp.com/pricing. From here, we're going to move on to the Domains tab. So let's go to the Settings menu dropdown and select Domains. To send email through Mailchimp, you'll have to verify you have access to the domain of the email address you'll be sending from. All of your verified email domains will show here. Just a heads up, this next part is going to be a little bit technical. Once the domain is verified, you can then view authentication instructions for your private domain by clicking this Authenticate button here.
For context, although it's not required, we always recommend you authenticate your domain to help improve successful email delivery to contacts' inboxes. If you want to do this, it is done outside of Mailchimp through your domain provider and involves setting up records in your domain that point to Mailchimp. We recommend checking out our online guides and tutorials for more information on this. All right, so closing out of these authentication directions and scrolling back up, you can also see under the Settings tab that you can manage users on your account, set security settings, edit contact information, and account data, all from this menu.
Now that we've covered all of those settings, let's talk about the billing menu. In this dropdown, you'll see monthly plans or credits, and this page will show you an overview of which plan you're on and your payment method. You can also see in the billing menu the Billing Information tab. And this will show more detailed billing information, such as the contact information for your billing and billing history, where you can easily access your previous invoices.
Awesome. So moving on, let's go ahead and scroll back up to the top right-hand corner here and select our profile name once more. There you'll see a tab called Connect. And if you click there, you can see that there's a choice for integrations here. This page in your account is where you'll access and manage the sites and platforms that share data with your Mailchimp account. Here you can search for integrations or filter by type.
Let's select this e-commerce tab. Once you've connected your e-commerce store, you can utilize our many e-commerce features, including abandoned cart emails and promo codes. We support integrations for WooCommerce, BigCommerce, and Magento, among others. The possibilities are really endless. So now that we've wrapped up our navigation overview and our intro to account settings, the next step in our learning journey covers audiences. So we're going to talk through what an audience is. When we say audience, we mean a place for you to collect and manage your contacts in Mailchimp. And a contact is someone whose email is stored in your audience. The foundation of great marketing is a clean, up-to-date record of your contacts. So setting up this audience is a critical first step to getting started with Mailchimp. Whether you're starting from scratch or bringing existing contacts into Mailchimp, your audience is where you'll store and manage all of your contact data. So let's first go ahead and click on the Audiences tab in the top navigation menu.
When you create a Mailchimp account, we'll use your setup details to automatically generate your audience for you. You can edit the default information for your audience if you need to, or immediately start adding contacts to it. On the left-hand side over here, you'll see this drop-down menu. This will show you the current audience that you're working with, or if you have more than one audience and want to see a view of all of your audiences, you can choose View Audiences here.
Before you send out your first campaign, there are a few key settings you should configure. You can configure your audience settings by clicking on the Manage Audience dropdown seen here. In this dropdown, you'll see a number of useful audience management actions, but for now, we're going to click on Settings.
And from here, let's go ahead and choose the area titled Audience Name and Defaults right here. On this page, you can change the audience name, the default from address, which is the email address you'd be sending your email campaigns from, and your from name, which is also known as the sender's name, that will appear in your recipient's inbox. You can also enable your sign-up form settings here.
Mailchimp does require express, verifiable permission to send email marketing to your contacts. Your contacts give that permission by signing up and opting in. Sign-up forms can take a variety of shapes, such as a pop-up form that appears when someone navigates to your page, or an embedded form that lives on your site. You can get the necessary permission by having contacts opt in to receive your email marketing through sign-up forms such as these.
By default, Mailchimp sign-up forms are always single opt-in. This means that when someone subscribes through a Mailchimp sign-up form, they'll be automatically subscribed to your audience. Single opt-in really helps to streamline the sign-up process. Alternatively, you can choose the double opt-in sign-up method as the default for your audience permission settings right here. With double opt-in, someone fills out your sign-up form and then receives an email asking them to confirm their sign-up by clicking on a confirmation link. This extra step is a way to verify each email address before they're added to your audience.
Up next, let's talk about GDPR fields, which can be enabled by following this link. You might have heard of GDPR, but don't know much about it. The GDPR is a European Union privacy law that affects businesses around the world. It regulates how any organization that is subject to the regulation treats or uses the personal data of people located in the EU. Essentially, this is important if your business is based in the EU or if you process the personal data of EU citizens, as GDPR would affect you in those cases. If you have questions about GDPR, we would definitely recommend checking out our website for more information.
Now, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the information presented on your audience dashboard. And to find our way there, let's go ahead and click on Audience up here in the top navigation menu again. Your Mailchimp Audience includes this dashboard that highlights valuable details about your contacts. In this first section here, this recent growth section, it will give you an at-a-glance overview of your audience growth over the last 30 days. It also shows you which of your contact collection methods have helped you grow your audience the most. Next to that, you'll find the tag section, which shows a list of the 5 most commonly used tags, along with the number of contacts for each of them. If we scroll down, we'll find the location section down here. Here we'll rank the cities where we detect the most activity from your subscribed contacts. To do this, we use geolocation data to estimate a contact's physical location based on their IP address.
On the left, the email marketing engagement section shows 3 segments of your audience based on how they interact with your email campaigns. Subscribed contacts who often, sometimes, or rarely engage with your emails. Now, your audience is made up of all of your contacts, which include people who are subscribed and people who aren't. Scrolling back up to the top of the page, you can see that the total audience number is there, and next to it, you can see the number of subscribed contacts. View Contacts will take you to a list overview of the contacts that are currently part of your audience. Here, you'll be able to view and access all of your contacts and view their email marketing status at a glance. So you can see we've got subscribed contacts highlighted green and unsubscribed contacts in yellow. The next step in our learning journey introduces templates and the Content Studio tool, which are 2 main Mailchimp features that will help you maintain and manage your brand. Before we do that, we're going to talk about brand and why it's important to have tools in Mailchimp to help you manage it. Brand is more than just your business name and logo. It's how your business is perceived by someone who has experienced it. Successful brands have a unique identity, image, and emotional connection with their customers. And they build this identity through assets like logos, images, and colors, as well as through touch points with their customers. Templates help you establish and maintain your brand's identity across your campaigns in Mailchimp. We provide different customizable templates to help you create the right look for your email marketing. Our template builder makes it easy to add your logo and pick different colors and fonts so you can create a reusable template for your future email campaigns. So next, let's click into the brand dropdown by selecting it from the top menu bar, and we're going to choose templates. When you design an email campaign in Mailchimp, you will begin with a template.
This templates page is where you can find an existing template that you want to work with or create a brand new one. You can think of templates as the building blocks of your emails in Mailchimp. We have more than 100 templates and designs available to you for all kinds of messages. You don't need any coding skills. You can just pick one based on your goal or a look that you're going for and start adding in your own content. They're totally customizable to help you get the right look for your brand and can be easily saved and reused for future marketing campaigns. Here on this page, we've provided some sorting, some searching, and some other management options here. From here, let's go ahead and click on Create Template up here at the top right. There are a few types of templates in Mailchimp that you can utilize.
The first option you see in the Layouts tab is for featured templates. When you know what you need your email campaign to do, but you aren't sure about how to design it, a featured template can help. Whether you want to promote a new product, send a survey, or make a special store or brand announcement, these templates recommend exactly what to include in your campaign to easily get the message across.
The next option we'll see here scrolling down is for our basic templates. They use a drag and drop editor to help you add your own content to a blank email layout. Basic templates give you endless possibilities, as they're a blank slate that can be fully customized. Now, if we go back up, we can select themes from this navigation menu. This option allows you to pick one of our pre-designed themes, plug in your own content, and you've got a beautiful campaign ready to send. These themes offer a number of categories to choose from, like e-commerce, events, and holidays. Theme templates use a drag and drop editor similar to our basic templates, but were created by designers with specific design elements in mind. So just as a heads up, some editing options may not always be available.
Lastly, we can choose Code Your Own from the same template options menu. If you're a whiz with HTML or have someone on your team who can hand code emails, this is a great option for the most customization. So what's the difference between templates and campaigns? Generally, you should put reusable content in your templates, things like your brand logo or header and footer images, elements you'll want to carry over and reuse again. Templates form the framework for the campaigns you'll send out.
If there's a type of email that you're sending out on a regular basis, like a newsletter, do yourself a favor and create a template to streamline the process.
For example, you want to send out a monthly newsletter. You'd create a template in order to carry over the same look and feel from month to month. Rather than start from scratch, use the template you've already created and fill in the new month's content.
Now that you have an overview of types of templates in Mailchimp, you can start thinking about adding brand elements to your templates with our Content Studio tool. So let's go ahead and click back to templates here to head back to the main templates area. Up here at the top right, you'll see Content Studio. You can also access the Content Studio by using the main navigation menu, selecting Brand, and then selecting Content Studio right here. So let's click in. The Content Studio makes it easy to organize your files, images, documents, and product images so that you can quickly share content with your audience. And by keeping all of these assets in one place, you'll be able to quickly build branded, personalized campaigns.
First, you'll see My Files. These are all images, documents, or files you've uploaded into your Content Studio. Next, the Products tab. If you've connected an e-commerce store, you'll be able to see its product images that you can then insert into a campaign.
Under Products, you'll see Giphy, which is a searchable library of fun, interactive GIFs that you can add into a campaign. Below that is Instagram. If you've connected your Facebook page and your Instagram account in Mailchimp, you'll be able to pull in images from an Instagram account into the Content Studio directly, then easily use them in a campaign from there.
Last up is My Logo. Many of Mailchimp's campaign templates include a logo placeholder at the top. This space is designed to showcase your branding upfront so people can immediately identify you and your content. And this is where you would set and edit that default logo. All right, so now that we've talked through templates in the Content Studio, let's jump back to see the next step in our learning journey, which is campaigns. We've got campaigns for all of your business goals, and today we'll review what campaign types you can deliver with Mailchimp and then show you where to create them in the app.
Let's first review some terms around metrics that help to measure the success of your email campaigns and your marketing overall. Some of the key metrics that can be tracked include open rate, which is a percentage that tells you how many subscribers opened your successfully delivered campaign, click rate, which is the percentage of how many successfully delivered campaigns registered at least one click.
And finally, revenue, which shows you how much money an individual campaign generated for your store after a subscriber clicked into it. Learning more about your audience with these insights will help you to create personalized campaigns to discover the best next step for you to take. So now we're going to head back into the app to talk through these metrics in a little more detail. All right, so let's click on campaigns. Here on this main page, next to each email campaign, you'll see your campaign-specific metrics, such as opens and clicks. You can view campaigns by type, status, and you can also create folders to help keep them organized.
The Create Campaign button here at the top right will take you to a menu of campaign creation options. You'll notice that there's also a Create dropdown accessible over here. The only difference is that if you click on this dropdown, you will see all of our campaign options in addition to our new websites feature here.
Keep in mind, we also have an Automate tab in our navigation menu. If you click on the Automate dropdown, you'll see an option to create a few of our automated types of campaigns, including automated emails, ads, and postcards.
Remember, Mailchimp is more than just email, and campaigns are any content that's created and measured in Mailchimp, including regular emails, automations, landing pages, social posts, and ads. So let's click on Create Campaign, and here you can see those different types of marketing campaigns we've been mentioning. From here, we're going to select email.
Clicking into email, you'll see a few different options listed across the top of the menu bar here. The first choice you'll see is regular campaign, which is a one-time marketing message to share information or updates with your subscribers. Just name your campaign and click to get going.
The next option you'll come to is for automated campaigns. You may know them as drip marketing or triggered emails. Here in Mailchimp, we call them automations or ongoing workflows. These campaigns are a style of email sent on a continuous basis to subscribers based on a specific action or set of criteria. So
if you've ever subscribed to an email audience and received a welcome email very soon afterwards, that was an automation. And my apologies, there's a garbage truck coming through my neighborhood.
As you can see, we have a few different types of automations based on what we're looking to accomplish. For example, you can see automation workflows for subscriber activity or e-commerce. Now moving on from automations, next you'll see Plaintext Campaigns in the menu. And these are just like they sound. You can keep things really simple with just text and no images or fancy styling.
Our last option is for multivariate campaigns, also known as A/B testing campaigns. This is a great option if you're looking to test how different factors affect your email engagement. For example, you might want to test two different subject lines for the same campaign to see which one people are more likely to open. This sort of testing allows you to see how small changes can have a big impact on your results. All right, so now we're going to conclude our learning journey by taking a closer look at the free guides and tutorials you can find in the app and on the Mailchimp website. So when you're working in your Mailchimp account, you might encounter a scenario where you need guidance on how to get things done. And all you have to do is click on the Help button at the top right-hand corner of the page when you're logged in. And this brings up our in-app knowledge base, which will queue up some recommended articles, but we suggest doing a quick keyword search to find what you need.
For example, we're getting started with our Mailchimp account and we want to see what kinds of guides exist for that topic. So from here, let's just search getting started.
There we go. Our search will serve up a number of getting started guides for key Mailchimp features and scenarios. You can also access these guides and tutorials from the main Mailchimp.com site. To do this, from the Mailchimp homepage, navigate over to Resources in the main navigation bar, then click on Guides and Tutorials. And we're going to do that same Getting Started search here to pull up those resources. We can filter our results by resource type and change language options to read the page in a language other than English. Thanks for hanging in there. We know it's been a lot of information. With all of that, we've wrapped up our webinar. Thanks again for following along. We hope you walk away today feeling more confident in getting started with using your Mailchimp account.
Remember, we do have other tutorials on creating campaigns, importing contacts, and using signup forms. So definitely keep an eye out for those. And with that, Nicole and I just want to say thank you so much for joining us today.